Hey, you guys. Happy, magical, marvelous Monday. Yay! Jazz hands. I hope everybody is having an amazing start to the week. Usually I work from home on Mondays, but one of my good friends in the community was having an event. Their organization was having an event, and I went. I'm so glad I did. So it was an amazing experience. So I actually, went out today. And, excuse me, I was a little tired because I was watching Kendrick last night. Like a lot of people. I didn't watch the Super Bowl because it's a ritual. And I don't. But I wanted to see Kendrick because I knew I wasn't going to be disappointed. The symbolism, the man is a fucking genius. He's a mad magician genius. He's just, I mean, the symbolism, I'm not going to go through it because there's tons and tons of videos. All I'm going to say, and this does not mean to take away from all those amazing qualities he has, but did you see him in them jeans? I had to watch it over and over again. I watched it live, but then I kept watching it over because I was so, zoned in on those jeans. Boy, I couldn't help it. And I think they were Levi's. I didn't even know Levi's made those kind of jeans. But I'm just saying, Kendrick, you looked amazing last night. Let's get some messages of clarity for those who like it. What does the repair, evolution, and growth have to say? Old wounds, patterns. Old wounds and patterns. And a family dynamic. Okay, we start with this. Are we going to do one more? Okay, well, that was like, maybe not. Okay. I'm already seeing the message. I'll show you the cards and I'll read them, but so, it doesn't have to be romance love, even though this says romance. But there's some old patterns. Someone may be trying to come back in. An old love interest may be trying to come back in and reconcile with you. And Spirit is saying is that to be very mindful of old patterns, unhealed versions of yourself that would allow these people to come back in. Someone's going to be coming back in telling you half-truths. They may come in with an apology, but they're doing it because they're at fault of something that happened to you or came against you, something regarding your family, even maybe some childhood trauma, some truths about childhood trauma. Maybe they're trying to come in, these are just giving examples, like half apologizing, oh, I should have been a better sibling, or this to you or that to you, or whatever, could have even been a better friend to you, or whatever, like taking some responsibility for it, but it's real surfacey. And when you know. If you're even somewhat in tune, and you take your emotions out of it, and you're healed from this, you will easily be able to tell when people are trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And so, and Spirit is saying that this is this is a pattern you've probably broke, or a pattern you need to break, but for some of you broke. And so it's coming back around to see, how well you'll be able to do and set boundaries and not allow certain energies back into your life, because their goal is to come back and open these wounds again, to pull the Band-Aid back. When you get to a point you heal so much you didn't even know the Band-Aid was there. There is no fucking Band-Aid even for people to peel back. There is that point in healing for some people and for some situations, and maybe not for all. But they're planning on coming back. So let's read these real quick. So we have old wounds, patterns. We attract what we need to heal. Well, often we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not best for us. Until we choose to find the common denominator, usually it's us, of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Go within to heal the pain layer by layer to find joy again. It's like an onion I always talk about, or a head of lettuce. Family dynamics, reconcile. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. But that wasn't the message I was picking up from this. Having a open and loving family unit. It doesn't mean it's your family. It doesn't mean it's your 3D families, I call them. I'm an only child of Mother Nature. That's how I see my lineage right now. In the 3D sense. And so, all right, let's skip, sorry. Romance. Love redefined. Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to a love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationships, right? And the healthy relationships can be romantic or, platonic. Take what resonates. And so that's why it's important to kind of like really look at the certain patterns in your life. I saw a post, and I save my energy. Like, I don't engage in conversation a lot, with people. It's very limited. Even commenting on people's posts, like if I do that, that means I really, am engaged in it or whatever. But I just don't comment just to make comments because it takes my energy. Like, I'm very protective of my energy and see how it seeps out. But someone posted, why do I keep, it was a Facebook post, why do I keep attracting hoes and shit like that, or girls that turn into hoes or something like that or whatever. And I wanted to say, because I've seen this person, although I've never really engaged their posts because they're all over the place. There's a few people on my Facebook that they do this, but I've seen through the years what they've posted, and I'm like, motherfucker, you're the common denominator. Maybe it's something within you. And it's not, and it's saying that, I mean, there's anything wrong with us, and when we find those parts of us we need to heal, we no longer transmute that energy out. If we've always been with cheaters or non-committal people or narcissists or whatever, and we haven't healed those parts of us, we will continue to get the same. That's why it's a cycle. That's why it's this pattern. It's not healed yet. And so this could be patterns with old romance in your life, those type of wounds, and something from your childhood trauma is also being triggered. Maybe, I'm just giving an example. Let's say some horrible things happened to you as a child. You went and told, nobody did anything to help you, right? No one believed you. They kind of brushed you off. And then you end up getting into these romantic relationships that you're a people pleaser and you don't get your needs met, or they're narcissists, and it kind of recreates that pattern from your childhood. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it all ties in together. Also, a family spirit saying, and for a separate message too, as I was saying earlier, that an old family or someone that you considered family may be trying to come back into reconcile with you, because now they're feeling, well, they really don't feel too guilty about what they did, but they know that the truth is coming out, and so they're trying to pad it a little bit. They're trying to get on your good side. So I know these are two separate messages, but regardless, there's still some type of unhealed stuff or stuff that may be triggered, whether it's a romance coming or old romance, those wounds you haven't healed from, stemming from your inner child wounds. Is that making sense? Galaxy, stop. So it's important, one, to take a look at what areas of my life, if you want to look at it romance-wise, and romantic relationships, what patterns do I recognize? I recognize that I'm always with people who are emotionally unavailable for me, right? This was me. I always dated people, for the most part, were people who were emotionally unavailable to me, just completely checked out. And of course, I had to look back to my childhood. Well, that literally, that's my whole family. But my caregivers as well, they emotionally were checked out. And so, no wonder I started dating people who were emotionally unavailable. It also was tied into not feeling worthy, not feeling lovable, and it's a slew of fucking shit, right? And so once I started healing that, I started attracting different energies. And so Spirit is saying is that it's time to really start to kind of maybe revisit, if you haven't, it's probably about time, look at some of those patterns and how you may be recreating these cycles in your life due to some unhealed childhood trauma that's showing up in your adult life. Also, use your discernment when people come in to try to reconcile with you. You know what you know. Energy doesn't lie. Okay? Hope you're healthy and happy and full of joy. I truly do, you guys. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm. Have an amazing rest of the day.